Hello, this is Victor at RestoreYourMercedes.com. This is for Tony in New York. This is a local customer, so I'm gonna make this video with a cell phone just to confirm pump is operational. I'm going to install it in the vehicle next week. So let's just show that there is nothing wrong with pump internals, because if let's say pump continues cycling in the vehicle, then there will be a problem in the car to find. So let's put on the ignition. Let's see, yeah, there it goes. So okay, so now we had one cycle happen, two cycles actually. The pressure, you can see this is tight now. Pressurized the pressure tank and our vacuum. So that is our vacuum, so that works fine. Since next step is gonna be our handle. That's the one that comes out the trunk. It's going to give us pressure and vacuum. Push the handle out and pull it back in. So let's see the terminal. Where is that terminal? I believe it's this one. So we're gonna have a pressure gauge here, so we're going to see pressure first. That's our pressure. That's our vacuum. So as you can see, the handle came in and out. Now let's go here. Sometimes pump can cycle, do some, valves, activations, solenoids, whatever. Now the next terminal is gonna be, this is a dual purpose terminal. The actual the dual purpose port. I would rather say that, because this is a S420, so headrests are vacuum driven. So the rear headrests, to drop them, it's a vacuum driven circuit. So same port also activates a remote trunk release, so the trunk pumps open via the same port. So first I'm gonna do headrests. So let's do the headrest. So here we're gonna see a vacuum. As you can see, the gauge goes to the left of 0. Well, I mean, if you look at it normally, that is vacuum. What it says inch INHG, that's negative, that's vacuum. So as you can see, the vacuum was created. The gauge is a little screwed up, don't mind it. And we have trunk release, right? So let's do the trunk release. So now we're going to have, I don't remember what we're gonna have here. We got pressure. Okay, so see, it went to positive territory, so we had pressure. So that's that particular port works, and we don't have no leaks throughout the system there. And the last one, real quick, is going to be central locking. Here I'm just gonna connect it to one port, because this is 98-99 version pump. It has this little sort of separate area where your door lock connections go. Right, so we're gonna do lock unlock. So let's just show. That was pressure. Because it activates too quick, and that's normal because all of them are blocked off except for one. That's okay. It doesn't reach as high as 0.5, but in reality it does. It just jumps to it, and then other ports shut down. There is a switchover. Long story short, that's normal. It's gonna work just fine. And that was our vacuum. So the idea here is to show that the pump reaches certain pressure and vacuum point and it shuts down. It does not continue running, because if it continues running, then we have issues with internal valves, and that's bad. So that has to be checked out. Let's see what I can also show. We can try to show this actually. Let's see if I can move it over to another port, just to see if we're gonna have more pressure, same amount of pressure. Let's see if we go to next port. But that's normal. I mean, usually these pumps, yeah, okay, I don't want to break these things, so it's kind of delicate, especially these things. These are very delicate. You can break them very easily. Those are a little stronger. So let's see one more time. See what happens. See, this one has way more pressure because it's on different port. Again, these ports are oriented proper way in the car. You got 4 lines, 4 individual lines. I have one just bypassing. Again, I'm making this quick choppy video on the cell phone here, not like the usual video when I make it on a tripod. But again, this is going in the local vehicle, and I'm pretty confident in the pump. Once I installed it in the car, then obviously I will see how it operates. I did run the motor until it got really hot to a point of overheating, and it still continued running. So alignment of the vanes is proper, the tension is proper, everything is good. And one more time I'm gonna just show about our pressure storage tank and our vacuum port. So we saw the vacuum. Once it vacuums this port out, pump shuts down and it never cycles again until vacuum is lost. So pressure, for pressure, I'm gonna squeeze this bottle. I'm gonna attach. As you can see, I squeezed air out of this bottle, and once I've connected it to our pressure port, it pumped the bottle with air, and obviously once we have feedback from the bottle, back pressure, it shut down the circuit in the pump. There's a shut-off valve there. Okay, so pretty amazing piece. I mean, I don't know, I really like the way they designed it. It's very complicated, but it's pretty amazing how they did it. All these little things, and very mechanical, even though this is a newer pump, because the earlier styles, 992, oh my god, those things are even more complicated than this. So this is basically it. I just threw a zip tie on this. I don't think I have any extra lines, but this was very tight. This is from 98 low mileage vehicle, but the actual motor, even though it spun, but it was stuck, it was sticking. That's the motor, the original one it came from. You can see, look at the shaft plate. So this motor is long gone, and I can spin it still, but, and the brushes are sort of visible, but see, brushes are sort of, they're there, but it actually was getting stuck to a point that it blows. It blew a 30 amp fuse, this thing. So even though it's supposed to be 20, I put 30 in it and then it blew it. So anyway, so this is it. This is for Tony in New York, and this is Victor at RestoreMercedes.com. Thank you for watching.